got to be above then, yeah? Hello, hello. Good morning, or good afternoon, I should say. It's 1 o'clock. It is extremely hot here in Los Angeles today. It is almost 90 degrees. Um, so we're going to do a pretty easy class. Let me know how your back is feeling. We may just do some like light breathing work and maybe some meditation or something really, really easy. Let me know if there's anything that you want to work on or if, yeah, how everything's feeling. Just go ahead and type in the chat if there's anything that anyone wants to work on today. Otherwise, we're going to keep it pretty simple and straightforward, mostly due to the heat here in Los Angeles. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. It might be a good opportunity today to actually just can you hear me? All right. I was just wanted to know if there's anything that anyone wants to work on today in particular. Um, and also, Dad, let me know how your back is feeling. Back is good. Cool. Cool. All right. For the recovery work today, I think we're actually going to do a little bit of foam rolling. So if you have a foam roller, why don't you go ahead and grab that? We'll just do a little bit of trigger point release, and then we'll get into maybe a little bit of exercise here at the end. Okay. All right. So we're going to start on the floor. I'm going to give you a second to grab your roller if you need it. We're going to start with the lats. So what we're going to do is we're going to lie down on your side, start straight on, and then just lean back slightly in the torso. Okay, so our torso is at maybe like a 20-degree angle from straight up and down. We want to get onto this big wing-shaped muscle right here on the side. Bottom arm is outstretched. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly roll from kind of middle of the waist up towards the shoulder until we find a spot that's really tender. And then once you find that spot, we're going to sit here for about 20 to 30 seconds. This is a good opportunity to take some deep breaths. Good. Roll a little bit more, maybe a little more up towards the shoulder until you find another good spot. And we'll hold there. We're not going to be doing too much exercise today during the class, mostly for personal reasons. I should say temperature reasons. It's 90 degrees here today. So all right, good. Maybe find one more spot if it's there. And hold on that spot. If it's tender, take some nice deep breaths into it. And good. All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to roll forward, bringing the foam roller onto our pec. So we want it to be on this muscle here, and we want the angle of the foam roller to be this way, okay? This way so that we can roll down and get the entire length of the muscle here, okay? So if you need to adjust at a little bit of an angle, you can do that. Let me adjust the camera so you can see my body position here. Okay. Top arm still outstretched. You can bend it a little bit if you need. Again, we're going to do the same thing. You can roll back and forth until you find a spot that's really tender. Most of the time that's going to be kind of closer to the attachment point, or maybe around the shoulder. Oh yeah, and then once you find that spot, go ahead and just sit there, hang out for a bit, breathe. All right, roll back and forth until you find another tender point. Good, and then hold there. And good. Let's go ahead and do the other side, starting with the lat. So again, start off on your side, bottom leg outstretched, and then just lean or tilt back slightly. Start with the foam roller about midway down your rib cage, and then slowly roll up towards your shoulder joint until you find a tender spot. Oh yeah, right there. And then we just hang out here. Take nice deep breaths. Try to fill your rib cage. That's going to help expand and open up that muscle that we're foam rolling. Good. Roll a little bit more. Find another tender spot. Good. Roll one more time. Find one more trigger spot. It's that spot that makes you go, and then find your happy place. Good. Roll so that your stomach and chest faces the floor. You may need to adjust your body or the foam roller a little bit so that it's right on your pec. And then we're going to start by rolling back and forth until you find that tender spot. And then once you found it, you're just going to hang out there. If you want, you can add a little bit of movement with that arm on the side of the pec that you're stretching. If you want, you can kind of bend and extend, move it around a little bit. That's going to gently move some of the muscles that we're foam rolling. Good. Find another spot. Good. And release. All right. Let's change positions here. You're going to bring the foam roller into the middle of your back, or kind of, middle of the upper back, I should say. Hands behind your head, elbows towards each other. Bridge your hips up off the floor. And then don't roll your entire spine. We just want to roll essentially kind of the area around our shoulder blades. Okay, so kind of the lower part of our thoracic spine, and then up towards our neck, but not onto our neck. Okay, so we don't not much room here, or not much space. We just a little back and forth. You can kind of tilt side to side too to get to those muscles on either side of the spine. Find a happy spot and hold. Good. Find another spot. Good. Maybe one more spot. Good. And release. Oh, yeah. Roll those shoulders up and down. Do nice little circles. Hopefully you have a little bit more space now that we've foam rolled it out. Okay, we're going to do the lower body. Let's actually go ahead and start with the glutes. So essentially going to squat down on top of the foam roller. I'm going to start by rolling out my right glute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hands behind me, kind of like crab pose. And then I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left thigh and then shift my weight onto my right butt cheek. So by putting the leg here, we're opening these muscle fibers. And then you can roll around a little bit, find a nice happy spot. Nice. And hold there. Good. Roll around a little bit. See if you can find another spot. Maybe you take your other hand and move your knee up and down a little bit. Just kind of moving those muscles, those fibers around the foam roller. Good. And let's do the other side. Left side. Cross the left shin over the right thigh. Transfer your weight onto your left buttocks. And then find a nice trigger point. And hold. Good. Find another spot. Oh, there it is. And hold. Again, if you want to take your other hand, put it on top of your knee, move the knee up and down. Good, and release. All right, moving on to the quads. This is a fun one. All right, you can do this on hands or elbows. Start with all your weight in one leg. So we're kind of hiking the other hip up off the floor. And you want to start with the foam roller up near the hip. Okay? You start there, slowly roll down the leg until you find a spot that's tender, and then hold it there. So right now I'm doing my left thigh, my right leg, I'm up on my toes to keep my right hip up off the foam roller. Nice. Yep, find a good spot and hold. Oh yeah. We use our quads a lot and we don't spend much time rolling them out or stretching them. Okay, once you find a good spot, this is bonus points, okay? So what you're gonna do is with the leg that you're stretching and foam rolling out, see if you can bend the heel in towards your butt. Only if you want, and then slowly back down. Oh yeah. Good, find another spot. Again, if you want to bend that leg. Oh yeah. So what we're doing here, by bending the heel in towards the butt, we're lengthening the muscles of the quadricep. And since we're foam rolling it, we're essentially taking our knots and stretching them over the foam roller. Good. Good. Let's find another knot or another spot that's tender. Nice. Oh. Again, you don't need to bend the knee if you don't want, if you're already having enough sensation just doing the regular foam rolling. That's only if you're a glutton for punishment. Good, and let's do the other leg. Again, I like to start up at the hip. Transfer all your weight into the one leg. And then find a happy spot. Ooh, right up there by the hip for me. Oh yeah, right there. And then feel free to add that knee bend if you'd like. Nice. Find another spot. Oh, holy moly, right there. It's always fun working with people and foam rolling with them for the first time. Because they're like, oh, I don't feel anything. And then they find the spot, and the reaction is always priceless. It's like, no, I don't feel anything. Oh, I feel something. Nice. Roll a little bit more. Find another spot. Oh, yeah. Good. One more time, roll. See if you can find one last spot. One last little trigger point. Hold. Yeah. Good, and relax. Very, very nice. Go ahead, extend your legs out in front of you, give them a little shake. You can even grab your quads, shake them out. Oh. All right, we're going to finish with a little bit of core work. We're mostly going to just do isometrics here to finish. Okay, so why don't we start with a variation on Russian twists, or boat pose in yoga. So sit up nice and tall, heels on the floor, lean back. Once you feel like your heels are going to come up the floor, brace yourself, bring your knees in towards your chest. Feel free to point your feet. Can either hold here or maybe bring opposite knee to opposite elbow as you extend the other leg and then switch. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hands behind, fingers pointing away, feet flat on the floor. Lift the hips, drive the shoulders down. Head back slightly. We want to think of tilting the pelvis back, so not tucked under, back. Feel free to hang out here or start by lifting a foot, maybe lifting a hand. Maybe lifting a hand and a foot. Maybe try to extend your leg and touch your toe. 15 more seconds. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice. Right onto our sides for side planks. Good. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bridge up. Feel free to stay here or take your top arm. Think of threading it underneath your body. So my spine is twisting towards the floor, and then I'm untwisting, bringing the hand up. Twist, really press the floor away with that arm that's supporting you, and then when you untwist, think of driving your elbow back. So think almost like a row. Okay? Twist, squeeze your back, press the floor away. 10 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Nice. Switch over to the other side. And starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Nice. Make sure you're driving the floor away. Long spine, reaching from the top of your head, reaching through your toes, then twist, and then drive your elbows back. Shoulders away from ears. We don't want to be up here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Nice. Take a second. All right, one last plank. You can either do these on your elbows or up on your hands. This will just be a regular front plank. We're going to hold this one for a minute. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Make sure you're pulling that pelvis up towards your belly button and thinking of pulling your ribs down towards your pelvis. Nice. If you want, spread the feet as wide as the mat without shifting your weight. Touch one shoulder, place the hand back down, switch. Keep this nice and controlled. If it's too hard, spread the feet wider. If it's too easy, bring the feet closer together. And breathe. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. Nice. Good work. Shake it out, shake it out. All right, that is going to be the class for today. The temperature is slowly rising here, and I already feel myself overheating. Thank you for joining class. Hopefully that was a good little recovery sequence there on the foam roller. Again, the key point to take away from that is when you're foam rolling, you find a spot and you hold it. What we're trying to do is when scar tissue forms, is basically what we're finding, the muscle fibers don't line up correctly. So we're trying to find that trigger point, break the fibers so that they heal, and then lie in the proper direction so that you have more space and more, I guess, efficiency when you're transferring force with that muscle. We'll be back on Monday. Let me know if there's any questions from anyone, and then Dad, let me know how that felt for the stuff you had going on with your back. Killer, nice. Killer as in good, or killer as in bad? It's kind of like the word wicked. If you're a surfer and you use it, it implies that you had a good time. If you're someone else and you use the word wicked, it means that someone is evil. Killer good. Good. Glad to hear it. All right. Hopefully on Monday it's a little bit cooler. It should be, since it'll be early in the morning, so we can maybe do a little bit more core work then. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate it. I'll see you in 2 days. Have a good one.